Well, the title race comes down to the final two match days of Season 17. Hello, everyone. I am Metafiction, and right now we have two teams atop the table, level on points. These last two matches could change the face of the title race. Currently leading is Reykjavik United, but right on their heels is SFV. Currently Reykjavik with the advantage on goal difference, but with two matches left to play, 6 points on offer for each team. There's no telling which team will come out on top. Also worth noting, AC Romana and Tokyo FC, both relatively within striking distance, but would need a lot of things to go right if they're to win the title at this stage. First up today, we have one of those title contenders, SFV, taking on Hollywood FC. SFV, currently behind on goal difference, will be looking to try and win this one by as much as possible. Meanwhile, Hollywood could potentially throw a little bit of a wrench into the works of what they thought at the beginning of the season was going to be one of their title rivals. Obviously, hasn't quite worked out that way for Hollywood. First of all, they're running their typical three at the back. Maximiliano there as the holding midfielder. For Hollywood, it's their usual 4-2-3-1 look. Martel behind Gerd Klose up front. There you see the standings. 5 goals separating Reykjavik and Schwarzwalder. This is probably the tightest title race I've seen since I've started commentating. This will be an absolute treat to watch all the way to the end. We are underway here in the Black Forest in Germany. First of all, of course, the season 15 champions will be looking to return to the top of the table. Of course, their rivals will do anything to stop them. Here is Jihao. Jihao has the first shot of the match, and it's right at Dexter Hall. Indeed, Reykjavik, the defending champions, in action later today against Tokyo SC. But for right now, it's Schwarzwalder who have taken the first shot of the day. Lovridge getting in front of that pass, but Jihao intercepting the pass from Cormier. Hollywood coming forward now. Cameron Bailey sends it back to Mograine and then back again. Searching for a little bit of space. Bailey might have just found it. Drilling into the center, finds Muffin. 1-2 with Martel. Pete Martel! The VAR looking at it, but this will be a huge upset in the title race. But it won't count. SFV's blushes spared on this occasion. Bailey dribbled into the middle. Muffin played the pass first time, but Martel just a little too eager in trying to make that run. A great finish wiped out by an ill-timed attempt at making the run behind. Although Hollywood do have the corner here. He sends it back up to Muffin, which Jenkier gets it clear. SFV could break here. That pass to Bull caught Martel out. Now here's Hakkinen. Hakkinen tried to square it, but Lovridge breaks it up. Whittington's touch, not quite there. Muffin able to win it for the moment. Hollywood almost makes good the change of possession, but here is Maximiliano. Now Peterson forced out wide. And SFV forced back, but do find another progressive pass. Maximiliano's cross and the block. As expected, SFV taking the reins of this one early on. Will be looking to win this one handily to burnish their title credentials. That's a very close chance for Wang Jihao, but Hakkinen sprays offside to negate it. That's a free kick for Hollywood. Brooks Around Peterson and Garrett Closa in the center to finish it off. Well, we thought they'd gone ahead earlier, but now they have. Schwarzwälder now staring down a 1-0 deficit. Brooks managed to surge past Peterson, fit the pass into a very tight window between Klink and Schenkinger. That's an excellent pass there to set up that goal from very close range for Garrett Closa. And now SFV in some unexpected trouble here at home. A team that perhaps they had thought they would beat handily has now gone ahead. And Reykjavik all too keen to celebrate this result. That square. Maximilian goes down in the box, and the referee has given a penalty here. They are calling him over to the monitor to look at it, though. This would be a very quick equalizer, depending on what this VAR check reveals. Referee has seen enough, strides back onto the pitch, and no penalty given. That is a bit of a surprise. Maximiliano went down fairly well noticeably, but referee decides, with the help of VAR, that it is not enough to award a penalty. And now delivers the corner kick, and it's headed just over. Well, we near halftime, and Schwarzwälder have the advantage in XG and shots, but currently find themselves down a goal, and that is how it will be at the half. Hollywood, scoring with their only shot so far, have taken a bit of a surprise lead away to Schwarzwälder Fußballverein. Reykjavik, of course, will be watching this with great interest. Of course, a loss here and a win for Reykjavik would all but end the title race. SFV would need a draw at least to stay alive going into the final match day. Hollywood have started us off going right to left, looking to hold on to their narrow 1-0 lead. They haven't held on to the ball there, though. Whittington up for Deanne and back. Deanne sends it to Wang Jihao, and that's the equalizer right after halftime. Well, they've turned up after the second half, right when they needed to. Ball worked well into the box. Deanne finding Jihao in a lot of space, who turns and fires in on his right foot. Now Schwarzwälder looking for a second. But ends up with Scud Muffin, and now Hollywood, well, we're trying to counter, but now it's a counter of their own for Schwarzwälder, and Bulls finish. Just tipped behind. That was almost a very quick double. Dan sends in the corner, and it's headed just over. I believe that was Schenkinger. SFV have been on the front foot for most of this match, apart from the passage of play that resulted in Hollywood's goal. Martel sends it back for Cormier. Hollywood were trying to go long over the top, but now rethinking that as Peterson intercepts for Brooks. Now Heather Bull out wide to Peterson. Peterson with the cross. Might have been looking there for the run of Bull, but didn't get it. Now it's over the top for Closa. Closa in dangerous position, but manages to be tipped wide by Saran Citral. That would have been some goal, let me tell you. Scud Muffin sends in the corner, and it's headed up and out of danger. And that is the danger, of course, with this Hollywood team. They can hit you when you're least expecting it. It's been a rough season for them, but they do have flashes of brilliance like that one. And, of course, like their goal earlier. It's another corner for Schwarzwalder. And that one headed over again by Schenkinger. Fair number of set pieces, as is this one for SFB, but unable to make them count so far. That one right at Dexter Hall with some velocity. Ian tries again. This time Hall claims it. Well, that set piece had some real fizz on it, but ultimately the Hollywood keeper equal to the task. And so it remains 1-1, and now we have about 15 minutes left. Hollywood can hold on. This would be not only a moment of some considerable pride for them in what has been a fairly disappointing season, it would also completely upend SFB's title run-in. It's Scud Muffin trying to find Cameron Bailey, but Peterson breaks it up. And running out for SFB. They've had a lot of opportunities, but haven't been able to make any of them pay. There's Bull. And Cormier with a strong challenge on Heather Bull. Lovrich out to Mulgrain and back to Bailey. Hollywood trying to weave their way forward. Lightning tripped up by Bull, and now here's Deanne. Bull shoots from range and wins another corner. I have to give credit to Dexter Hall for staying resolute in goal as Deanne prepares to send in another corner. Akadin back to Jihao. And Deanne trying to cross, but met stiff resistance in Martel. Now Closa nicking the ball off of Maximiliano. Hollywood could break here. Strong challenge by Maximiliano. Hollywood just retaining possession, though, through Brooks. Cameron Bailey and Maximiliano does win the ball for SFB now. Now Peterson coming forward. 10 minutes to play. They need to find a goal to keep their title challenge on track. Maximiliano from the edge of the box, and it's just over. Another good chance that ultimately comes to nothing for the Black Forest. Whittington with the cross, headed in by Hakkinen, and that was so very close. Who's starting to ring out from SFE is another chance. Fails to find the back of the net. Frustration perhaps setting in for SFB, trying to break down Hollywood. Jihao, Hakkinen, Bull with a lot of really good chance. I don't know what a lot of really good chance is, but Heather Bull had it just there and ended up just missing. We're into 3 minutes of added time. SFB's potential title chances on the line here as Deanne sends in the corner. Schenkinger hits it over again. By my count, that's the third time Schenkinger has missed the corner high. And that could prove costly. Two minutes to play. SFB needing to build something from the back here. Are we in for a dramatic equalizer? Or winner in this case? Peterson with the cross. That wasn't quite where it needed to be. And now Hollywood keen to take as much time off the clock as they can. Perhaps more content with a draw. Jihao, though, wins it. Deanne, perhaps the last chance for SFB. Whittington gets to the end line, crosses in. Maximiliano had a shot, but it was blocked. and it's sent clear. And now Hollywood running up the other end. Scud Muffin trying to get past Plink, but Plink gets the challenge in. Pennington putting it out of danger. Less than a minute, and it's a deep throw for Hollywood. Cormier delivers it back to the back line. Jihao. There might be time for one last move here. But the pass to Hakkinen, not enough velocity. And that is that. Black Forest can only manage a draw against Hollywood FC at home. And Reykjavik will be, no doubt, celebrating this result as it gives them a huge advantage pending their own match later today against Tokyo. Wang Jihao is your player of the match. First Schwarzwalder with that equalizing goal, but you have to think SFV will be very disappointed with this result. They needed a win to keep pace with Reykjavik with their less impressive goal difference. But ultimately, it was the goal of Gerd Klose that secured the point for Hollywood FC. So a match that might have just upended this entire title race, as SFV can only manage a 1-1 draw at home to Hollywood FC. Next up, we have União Sao Paulo hosting AC Romana. Romana, one of the teams that are 3 points behind the leaders, along with Tokyo SC. Romana, perhaps harboring no real illusions of winning the title, but would like to at least make a proper go at it. Meanwhile, Sao Paulo at home still looking for a point on this season. They have suffered 2 seasons without points before, or at least one. I might be misremembering, and I apologize, but nevertheless, hoping to avoid that fate once again. But with a minus 81 goal difference, that sort of tells you the kind of season they've had. Sao Paulo do get us started. Beto Justinison, the one to kick off for Sao Paulo. Lestrazen Smith. Fish trying to take the touch past Milton Nunez, but the veteran fullback denies him. Headed down to Fish, but Anavier with the sliding challenge. Pinkman, Anavier, and now Nunez. Nunez to the corner. JQ can't quite get past Justinison. De Groot intercepting that pass intended for Muller, but Romano win it back. Nunez into Anavier, and Anavier has just gotten a goal. Well, that took a wicked deflection, it has to be said, but a goal is a goal. Romana up 1-0 away to Sao Paulo. Let's look at it again. Looks like it comes off of Coxwalt there. Had Anavier's shot been a little bit further wide, that would be considered an own goal, but statisticians are telling me that Anavier's shot was technically on target, so Anavier will get credit for the goal. Nunez with the free kick forces a save out of Calvin Ball. It was an acrobatic save at that. Now Jurgen Muller will deliver this corner kick. Now it's a corner for Sao Paulo. Jay Brisky stands ready to deliver. That one headed clear, but only as far as Nerve de Groot. Lestrazen Smith. And now Romana coming forward. Nunez. Pinkman. Anavier. Anavier from distance! And that's an impressive goal from the veteran Anavier. In a move that started with a Sao Paulo corner, it's AC Romana who find themselves scoring. It's just a very well-worked goal. From Nunez to Pinkman to Anavier. Anavier, of course, with his last two matches of his career, this match and next match. A brace in this one so far. Certainly a welcome development for the long-serving SSL player. Muller. Gronkowski. Muller again, and now Nunez. Nunez shoots, and that one's right at Calvin Ball. Another deep throw for Romana. And Vieira, though, losing out to Jay Brisky. Ostrazen Smith gets the ball out of danger, but that pass from Habjanic, perhaps a little ambitious, but Hashimoto does get onto it. Loses out, though, and Muller mops up the loose ball. Ostrazen Smith can't catch up to it. Anavier squares it to Walter Pinkman. Well, it's all come apart very quickly for Sao Paulo here. Another very well-worked goal. Romana putting on a passing clinic here today. Nunez sends it forward. Anavier lays it off to Muller. Now Gronkowski has a pop from distance, but probably shouldn't have. Well, as we near halftime, Romana with a comfortable 3-0 lead. It's all a little familiar for Sao Paulo, who will go into the half trailing at home. Looking like another loss on the table. You see there from the average positions, Romana much more advanced than Sao Paulo, who have been in their own half for much of this match. Again, Romana perhaps a little bit out of this title race, but will be looking to make as good a run of it as they can in these closing matches. Nunez crosses in, and right off the kickoff, it's Bob Gronkowski. Not even 30 seconds after kicking off for the second half, Romana have a fourth. Nunez did well to get just enough space to send it in to a streaking Gronkowski. Muller. And that one wayward by Pinkman. Gronkowski with the through ball to King. King off the crossbar and offside. Nunez intercepts that pass, but Brisky able to get possession back. And it's a goal by Nerve de Groot. Sao Paulo have broken the clean sheet Is a comeback on the cards? Brisky with that long ball. DeGroot timed the run perfectly. Hoppity made the lunge, but DeGroot's finish just too quick. And that is an important goal for União Sao Paulo. 20 minutes, not a lot of time to get 3 more, but we've seen stranger things here in the SSL. Hashimoto tries to find DeGroot, but it's only Blackman that Hashimoto can find. DeGroot trying to challenge Hoppity, unsuccessful. Gronkowski. Pinkman lays it off to Nunez. Brisky gets the challenge in, while Strazen-Smith clears it. Nerve DeGroot now, the goal scorer. This time can't find Hashimoto. Now Hoppity. Pinkman. Anavier to Nunez. Nunez forward to Muller, and Muller shoots wide. Deep throw for Sao Paulo here. And Habjanic shoots very close. Might have gone in were it not for the block from Blackman. Perhaps turning it on here in the latter stages as Brisky sends in the corner. Kerrigan able to claim it. "10 minutes to play, and the thoughts of a comeback seem to have faded, but once again, you never know what could happen in this league." Hashimoto. And that pass intended for Hashimoto from Cotswold, but Gronkowski intercepts. Squares it. And it's Pinkman again. Well, if there was any hope of a comeback, it's surely gone now. Gronkowski intercepting that pass, makes the run past Cotswold. Pinkman able to slip between Lizard and Eilish. And that's a brace for Pinkman thus far. Sao Paulo 1, Romana 5 with about 5 minutes plus added time left to play. Fish on the end, or on the touch line rather. Not quite the end line. Strazen-Smith, and that was a very powerful shot. Kerrigan having to stretch to claim that one. Hashimoto. And Habjanic's pass cut out. Pinkman. Now Gronkowski. Gronkowski shoots, and Ball with a good save. Nunez delivers. Sao Paulo now could come forward and get another one. Here's Hashimoto. Loses control of it in the touchline. Well, trying to consider his options here. Opts to send it long. Strazen-Smith loses out to Muller. Anavier, though, tripped up by Brisky. Less than a minute before added time. Muller finds Anavier. Anavier on a hat trick and gets it. Well, for this Romana team, Anavier well and truly stands alone. A hat trick to close out what looks like a 6-1 victory here. Manages to hit the header past a charging ball. It'll be 1 minute of added time. about a quarter of which has already passed. All over the top looking for De Groot, but that was always speculative. Well, if Romana does have hope in this title race, this will have done wonders for that hope. Hoppity with the cross and almost had a seventh from King. And that is that. Sao Paulo with another home defeat, this time to AC Romana. Pascal Anivier, your player of the match with a hat trick. Also worth noting the brace from Walter Pinkman and the goal from Bob Kronkowski for Sao Paulo. Nerve de Groot's strike in the 62nd minute, the only consolation. And as the rough season for Sao Paulo nears its conclusion, one has to wonder what the future holds for this outfit. And in the meantime, Romana shoring up their relatively circumstantial title credentials with a handy 6-1 win over União Sao Paulo. Next up, we have a potentially very pivotal race in this title challenge. Reykjavik United will have been heartened by the draw of SFV earlier, and now know if they can win against Tokyo SC, they would have a huge advantage going into the final match day. Tokyo, meanwhile, the other team 3 points behind Reykjavik and SFV. A loss here would well and truly put them out of the title picture for good. Still mathematically capable of winning, but would need a good result here. McVullerin with a tense air over it. With these two teams facing each other, it's always an entertaining match. Reykjavik, though, usually having the edge at home, which is where they play. Ibrahimovic, though, winning the ball off of Del Pirlo. And that's a strong challenge by Ladiver. Had to get that absolutely perfect in the box, and did. Now here's Andrews, getting past Greer. Andrews shoots! And what a shot! And 2 minutes in, Reykjavik seem to be taking advantage of their opportunity. Andrews just skins Greer here. Delivers a tricky finish to the opposite post. And what can you say about that? Reykjavik 1, Tokyo 0. Champions out in force to defend their crown today as Del Pirlo on the edge of the box. And it's past Reves and in the goal. And Alessandro Del Pirlo does it again. And another brilliant strike from Del Pirlo. Absolutely unmarked on the edge of the box. Ekholm Gunnarsson tries to close down, but Del Pirlo unleashing a sweet finish from right on the line. Tokyo SC very quickly finding themselves in trouble here. Dortmuller, of course, will also be watching this with some nerves after their earlier 1-1 draw. Chicken back to Ramirez. Challenge from Hagelin goes missing, and Urkel shoots wide. Chicken tries to get around the defense and misses the post by not much in the grand scheme of things. On 15 minutes, it is all Reykjavik so far. Switching play for Arasov. Back to Tentacles, and now Urkel. Urkel shoots and forced to settle for a corner. Chicken, of course, will deliver. Del Pirlo to Andrews. Henry Andrews. Reykjavik United understood the assignment. Andrews plays it to Del Pirlo to get into a better position. And that is another strong strike from Reykjavik. Andrews with a brace already. Tentacles tries to find Chicken and does. Del Pirlo. Chicken again. Shoots. Revest gets behind that one. And Gerritsen losing out to Arasov there. Del Pirlo found Andrews. Adamu getting the foot in there to prevent that pass would have been very dangerous. Long pass only finds Tentacles. And Tentacles shoots wide again. Kaido trying to get the boot in on Scarpetta, but can't quite get there. Arasov forced out wide. Van Gerritsen in pursuit. Misses the challenge, though. Arasov back to Tentacles. Tentacles! And it's just over the bar, courtesy of Revest. That was a very dangerous chance from Reykjavik. Long shot from Andrews. On a hat trick, but that wasn't it. Free kick for Tokyo, courtesy of Greer. Haglund trying to find Van Gerritsen, but Tentacles there with the header. Urkel wins the ball off of Cheng Shan. And the shot from Jean-Claude Goddamn. And that player's surname is really my only reaction to that shot. Once again, outside the box. The finishing on display here. Absolutely sublime for Reykjavik. Tokyo have been well and truly humbled thus far. Del Pirlo. Greer tries to get the challenge in. Andrews fired in the cross, but nobody was home. Tokyo desperate to get something, anything out of this match. Van Gerritsen's touch loose, and Arasov takes possession. Urkel to Tentacles. Tentacles lofts in the cross. It fell to Del Pirlo, but Revest able to keep it out. Jean-Claude Goddamn from just inside the line. That snuck through the wall and off the post. Going close to another goal there. Andrews plays it to Del Pirlo. And another precise finish from the Milan Miracle. Alessandro Del Pirlo with a second goal on the afternoon. It's 5 goals in the first half for Reykjavik. And given the opportunity to pull ahead of SFB. They have taken it and then some. Tokyo, not even a shot so far. Reykjavik United with 15, 9 of them on target. And of course, 5 goals to their credit. Is there any way Tokyo can come back from this huge deficit they find themselves in the second half? Reykjavik looking absolutely characteristically dominant here. Ramirez, diagonal cross for Andrews. And it's Jean-Claude Goddamn once again. And Reykjavik United en route to a famous victory that could very well seal them the title. Once again, a great move to find Jean-Claude Goddamn in a very dangerous position. Now Arasov for Reykjavik. Andrews on a hat trick. Chicken shoots and it's blocked. Now Ramirez tries to find Urkel. Ching Shin manages to get the challenge, but falls to Goddamn. Reykjavik with 3 players on a hat trick. Andrews, Del Pirlo, and Goddamn. Will one of them get their third? 30 minutes left to play. Andrews forward to Del Pirlo. Into Ramirez. Ramirez finds Arasov, who shoots wide. Tokyo penned back in their own half once again. Scarpetta forward. Ramirez, though, interrupting the pass intended for Haglund. Though Ekholm Gunnarsson does get it, but Kaido loses out to Del Pirlo. Now Arasov to Del Pirlo. Is this the hat trick? Yes, it is! Alessandro Del Pirlo, take a bow for the hat trick performance. Just a perfectly timed run. Kaido and Adamu can do nothing about it. Revest could do nothing about it. Reykjavik United with a 7-0 lead on Tokyo. This is the kind of result that wins titles. And as I said earlier, Reykjavik United, knowing Schwarzwalder drew 1-1 earlier with Hollywood, understood the assignment. And their goal difference gap only grows wider as Andrews, trying to square it to Arasov, but Scarpetta intervenes. Tentacles brings it forward again. Arasov. Rise tries the challenge. It's back to Tentacles. Arasov has a go, and that one's wide. It looked like Revest had it covered in any case. And that is the final whistle. Reykjavik United with a historic 7-0 victory. And given previous results, that could be enough to secure them the title on the final match day. They now need only a point with their incredible goal difference advantage to seal a second consecutive title. The hat trick from Del Pirlo leading the way, but it's Henry Andrews who receives Player of the Match honors with a brace and 2 assists. Jean-Claude Goddamn also contributing a brace of his own. And there's not much to be said about this Tokyo effort. simply not enough to stand up to Reykjavik's onslaught. Going to need to be some serious soul searching in that Tokyo locker room after that result. And so a dominant victory from Reykjavik United, potentially sealing the title, although mathematically SFB still with a very slim chance on match day 14. Nevertheless, we do move now to our final match of the day, that being Buenos Aires hosting CF Catalonia. Buenos Aires were one of the title contenders earlier in the season, but have since fallen away. Meanwhile, Catalonia have been on a bit of a surge lately, looking to trouble the middle of the pack. Seemingly playing Poggio a little further inside than usual today. Will be a very off-center wing attack there. And there you see, as I said, Reykjavik United now 2 points clear of SFB going into the final match day, and a very high goal difference advantage. Buenos Aires currently starting us off here, but Catalonia quickly winning possession away. Brooks Patron, Munoz, and now Vandersloff. Evading the challenge of Kamanova, finds Harrison. Harrison! Well, it was a tight angle to finish from, but nevertheless goes wide. Vandersloff getting to it first. O'Leary. O'Leary has a shot, and it's just tipped wide. And we will have a corner kick from David Brooks Patron. And it's Grappo who holds on to it. Buenos Aires winning possession again. Here comes Vandersloff. Kamanova, though, able to challenge this time. Knocks it free, but only as far as Harrison. Harrison with the cross, and it falls to Jake Bradford. Well, that is what you call a high percentage shot from Jake Bradford. Harrison does well to get onto the loose ball before Liubica Kamanova. Gets to the end line, crosses. O'Leary lets it run, Bradford does not. And if he had, Vandersloff was there to finish all the same. And so Buenos Aires out to a 1-0 lead here in the first half. Diving two-footed challenge from Poggio does win the ball. It's a very dangerous challenge, it has to be said, but does end up coming off for them this time. Vandersloff finding Genkal. Harrison's pass inside, block. Very nearly ended up with a goal nonetheless, did Buenos Aires. Once again, Buenos Aires on the front foot. Delo, though, with the corner for Catalonia. Amari Delo does send it in, but Cabri able to pluck it out of the air. All over the top, falls to O'Leary. The header from Bradford. O'Leary squares it, cleared off the line. I believe that was Hugh Mann responsible for preventing the goal on that occasion. Kamanova sending it long. Almost found Panda, but couldn't keep possession. Poggio closes down Harrison. Now Genkal crosses in. Shot off the crossbar. I believe that was O'Leary responsible for that shot. Buenos Aires probing, looking for a second. Bradford found Genkal, who lays it off to Harrison. And it falls to O'Leary. O'Leary might have been offside, however. VAR looking at it. And VAR has said the goal will stand. Let's look at it again. Harrison, Biakra, Genkal, and then O'Leary timing the run perfectly. And O'Leary indeed onside, meaning it will be Buenos Aires 2, Catalonia 0. Halftime looms as Catalonia find themselves in a 2-goal hole. But here is Panda at the end line. Back to Kamanova. Kamanova brought down, but referee says play on. Hefeweizen shoots, and it's tipped over the bar. Moredelo delivers the cross, and once again Cavalry equal to it. As I say, Buenos Aires were one of the potential title contenders early in this season, but a string of losses has all but knocked them out of contention. Still, a win here would be welcome, if not for standing, then certainly for morale. Panda, though, winning the ball off of Vandersloot, but Vandersloot returns the favor. Quick pass to Bradford. And that one brought into a threatening position very quickly by this Buenos Aires team. 2 minutes of added time in the first half as Brooks Matron stands over this corner. And Vizgrappo holds on to it. And we go into the break here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, as CA Buenos Aires with a 2-0 lead on CF Catalonia. Strong performance thus far from the Argentine side. And a diving challenge for Bradford knocks that one out of play. Brooks Matron sends in the corner, and Grappa once again holding on to it. Juanar. Now Panda. And a dueling with Knight. Crosses at the end line. It falls to Poggio, and it's off the frame of the goal. And that was very nearly a goal to Catalonia that could have bust this game a little bit more open. Still with possession, De Ali finds Panda. Panda with a cross again, this time headed behind for a corner kick. A strong passage of play for Catalonia to open this second half. Moredelo standing over the corner. And Bradford intercepting that pass for De Ali. And now is the break on for Buenos Aires. Bradford running into Poggio. Tries to pass inside, but getting called, beaten out by Hefeweizen. Biakra tries to find the player further forward, but Catalonia coming forward now. Delo. Through to De Ali. De Ali around Breuer Estrangin, goes down in the box with a shot, does win the corner. It's another corner kick for Moredelo. Out to the edge of the box for De Ali, and back to Delo. Sent clear by Vandersloot, but Panda does get onto it, though Munoz nicks the ball off Panda. Catalonia have whirred into life somewhat in this second half, but still find themselves down 2-0. They have a deep throw here, courtesy of Kamanova. Panda cuts inside and shoots into a mass of bodies. Duanar back out to Kamanova. Catalonia going to try and recycle this possession. Kamanova with the cross, almost had Deali and goes behind for a corner. It was Harrison who put the ball out of danger there. Delo to deliver. Once again finding Deali at the edge of the box. Shoots first time, but only finds Buenos Aires shirts. Ruskin trying again for Catalonia. Delo and Munoz passing it back, taking no chances. Now O'Leary forward to Bradford. And this time it's a corner kick for Buenos Aires after a save from Grappo. Rexpatron crosses in, and it's headed over. Harrison in the gang call. Knight with the shot. Adam Knight! And that might put to bed any hopes of a Catalonia comeback. The fullback with a shot that makes it 3-0 to Buenos Aires. Panda tried to close down at the last moment, but by that point, Knight had already fired. And so Buenos Aires now cruising to a victory here. Cabri extending it long. It ends up with Catalonia. Chouinard bringing it forward. Vandersloot in pursuit. Panda squares it. And Poggio nearly having a goal there. Cabri, though, wise to it in the end. Ruskin playing 1-2s with his teammates before crossing it in. Headed back out to Kamanova. Bradford had the challenge in, but did force a save, and it was pushed away. Now getting called dribbling forward for Buenos Aires. Linking up with Harrison, and now Brooks Bertrand. Intercepted there by Kamanova. Now Knight, though, winning the ball. Plays it off of Panda. Now here's a chance for Vandersloot. And Hugh Mann prevents another goal. Brooks Bertrand to deliver the corner kick. And once again, Visgrappo holding on to it. Poggio, the touch poor. Harrison gets to it. O'Leary tripped up, loses out. Again, call. Does get to it. Knight back to O'Leary. And it's another corner kick. And once again, Grappo defusing that corner attempt. Time is running out for Catalonia to get at least a goal from this match. Munoz. Kamanova steals it off of Vandersloot. And now Panda. Gets it past Knight. Here's Chouinard. Chouinard squares it. Bailey Deali. Well, it's cold comfort at this stage, but Catalonia have broken the clean sheet. UNR with a perfectly placed cross. Deali had the pick of spots, went opposite post. And that's 3-1 to Buenos Aires as we enter added time. And it's full time here in Buenos Aires. And Catalonia on the losing end of this one as the home side wins 3-1. Neslihan Genkal, your player of the match for 2 assists. Goals, of course, by Knight, by O'Leary, and by Bradford. Bailey Deali's strike, the only consolation on the day for Catalonia. And so a 3-1 victory to Buenos Aires to wrap up today's matches. Before we go, of course, let's take a look at the results and the standings. Schwarzwalder with a potentially crucial 1-1 draw against Hollywood FC. Romana dismantling Sao Paulo away, 6-1. Reykjavik United making a statement going into the final match day, 7-0 over Tokyo SC. And of course, we just saw Buenos Aires 3-1 over Catalonia. Reykjavik with a 2-point advantage going into the final match day and a 12-goal difference advantage over SFV. You see, Romana still technically in the title picture, but would have to win. Reykjavik would have, and SFV would have to lose, and there would have to be a massive goal difference swing. Might not be on the cards for Romana this season. But that will do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Metafiction. Take care.